Episode 40. The adventurers, having discovered some skullduggary going on in White Sparrow, now have to decide how to use that information. Do they go to the merchants? Do they go straight to the sheriff? They have to find a way to gather more evidence. Let's see how they proceed.
This makes me think of Nightmare, and it's like, where am I? Anyone remember Nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember where am I though. What's the? Oh, well, they just say where am I? And they're like, you're in a
whenever
room.
they get into any room, they're just like, where am I?
You're in a room.
You're in a room.
Yeah, you can't see
door.
anything, so shut up.
Yeah.
So that they do a live version of that at the Games Expo, didn't they?
I've seen it other places as well. I think I've seen it 3 times now. Got a bit dark the last time. Someone committed a murder. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of the players was supposed to, one of the NPCs said, take this poison and poison this other person. And then they just did. And then they were like, oh, right, okay. We're supposed to do that. But, okay, that happened.
So you follow this person, the elf, through the fields until he reaches this old abandoned church. When he gets there and he kind of hangs out. There's like a big statue at the front of this church, and he stands by the statue waiting.
We'll wait.
And, it's pretty dark. It's like almost a new moon, so there's not a lot of light. As Varison there is. So he waits, and then after a little while, a goblin emerges from the underbrush and goes up to meet him. They talk for a while.
Which direction did the goblin come from?
He popped out kind of from the south, like near the trail. You can see the southwest is where the trail leads up into the church around this sort of small hill. It's up on a little rise. He popped up sort of from near the entrance, but from the grass. It's like he just sort of popped out of the long grass. Like, as I say, it's difficult to see. So sort of 1 minute he wasn't there, the next minute you realise there's this goblin walking up to talk to the elf. Yeah, he's hidden in the corn or something.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I think what we'll try and do is see if he can watch what the elf does, because I think that the goblin's going to go. But I'll see if I can. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. He's going to watch, and then he's going to see who leaves first and which way they go and all that kind of stuff.
So they don't talk for too long, and then I think the goblin hands the elf a small pouch, and then they immediately just go, as if that's the signal. They both just go their separate ways. The elf is heading back towards you. Returning along the road to White Sparrow. The goblin is moving away direction he came from into the grass.
I guess it's going to be difficult to track the goblin in the grass if I can't see very much.
Yeah, you're already almost immediately. You don't know entirely where he is.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is just go straight back. So before the elf gets near me or anything, I'm just going to go straight back to White Sparrow and tell the others.
I think that makes sense. I think you're positioned well enough that you can make a break for it and kind of get ahead of him before he sees you and get back. So that's what you do. So you'll spend a night in the inn, and everyone needs to expend the money for the inn.
How much is the inn? Do we have to spend a particular amount, presumably?
Yeah. Living expenses is modest.
Well, I don't have enough for modest, so.
Well, you're going to have to because you've already eaten all the bread. There's a complimentary bread that's part of the modest. Like, I kind of roll the living expenses all into one, right? Like, I don't separately make you pay for food and then for lodgings because I can't be asked.
That'll be 10
so
silver.
The 10 silver kind of covers everything, including all the bread that you already eaten.
You can 2,000 silver for the bread.
Someone's going to have to pay 4 silver for me then, because I've only got 16 silver.
Yeah. Or else you're going to have to sneak out in the night and run away.
Literally,
wash dishes.
After that, I literally have 0 money.
I'll pay you 4 silver.
So we got to do this job.
Who is that? Minus 4 silver. That's cool. I'm just paying his living expenses because I can. Because he spent it all on bread.
The bread's included. 10 silver includes the stay and the average amount of food you consume.
Yeah, he didn't need an average amount though. He need all the bread, the
Yeah.
entire bread supply.
We have to do this off of money that we have brought with us from Keep. Is that right?
Yeah, strictly speaking, you probably should have brought somebody, but you probably didn't, right?
No.
I mean, I didn't officially think of any of that, but
Yeah. So I guess you got lucky this time. I'm not going to worry about it.
I mean, if this is the place we were staying when we were doing the Tomb of Serpent Kings, we did have
I
bank
guess
accounts here, didn't we?
Let's
it's like
just
the item
assume
boxes
that
in Resident Evil or something.
I can't remember when that rule got into the game or how any of it's worked. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that was a 0-day rule. Yeah.
let's just assume that this is a fantasy world and the two banks are linked by faster than light magic.
They got like a portal or something and some wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's
Yeah.
like the item boxes in Resident Evil. You dump it in one of them in one place, and you can get it out of one of the others in the other place.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking whenever you bank stuff,
I don't
a bunch
know
of people
about
just start
Resident Evil,
chanting.
so
Missing out.
I don't think I am. I played like about 10 minutes of one of them, and then I was like, I'm bored, and I didn't play it anymore. My brother played them all.
Yeah, I love it. I love
think
the first.
it-
The first.
I think
the
it was
first four.
approximately 3 years after my time, wasn't it?
Yeah, Resident Evil 2. I was really into when it came out, and
They're terrifying games.
it's quite funny because obviously the graphics aren't that great now, but it's the music, and like the atmosphere and everything. And there's like it's not just action or whatever. The old ones have got like they kind of suck you in, and that's kind of what's good about it. So yeah, anyway, I
That's-
digress.
Okay, it's now the 4th of July. Morning. Interior. We open on the party sitting to breakfast when Fancy joins them, nursing a powerful bread hangover. And go. Roll cameras. What's your plans for the day?
Like,
Right.
I wonder what we can do with the information about the elf, because we obviously know that the goblins know about the shipment going out. We could just go along with what you're saying, Morgan, and just go along. But I kind of feel like having that information about like knowing who the insider is, we could do something with that. Also, it might be worth warning the guards. What do you think? Given that we know it's that elf.
You'd need proper proof, other than I saw him having a conversation, for them to actually believe you. That's the main thing. If you can convince them to search him for the pouch of gold that he was given. I mean, would you recognise the guard he was talking to in the
I
guard
guess
hut?
it was light. I guess it was light inside, wasn't it? So probably be able to see who that was. Yeah,
So I don't know
did
if you want
describe.
to go to the sheriff with this information first and then see what the sheriff says.
I think that would make sense. What do you think, everyone? What does everyone else think? I've been driving a lot of this. What's the consensus?
It makes sense to me.
Let's make sure the guard knows.
I think maybe we should ask for sort of like just sort of say, I don't know, like obviously our objective is to get paid, right? So
That's true.
we should this is where I was sort of saying that we should try and say, talk about getting rewarded for, stopping them.
So sorry, are you telling the sheriff or are you telling
No,
the
I'm
guards?
just discussing. This is us as a group discussing what we should do.
Yeah, but are you planning to tell the sheriff or the guards or
Oh, that's a good point. I understand what you mean now, Matt.
So
Yeah.
if we can tell them, but we obviously want to get paid, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of, like we can either get paid by trying to fight the things that are attacking it, but it seems more sensible to me to try and get paid by giving them information.
Yeah, right. It's capitalism. We're not here to do the best good. We're here to get paid. So
Yeah, and why should we risk our necks when we can just yeah. But, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously it's only a one-time thing, but it's like if they, I don't know if, well, we could see how it goes. I don't know if anyone's got any ideas about how we could approach it, but
I don't think this information will be enough to get the sheriff to pay us, because the sheriff, she wants the goblins dealt with.
I wonder if we can sort of make a bargain with them and sort of say, if you pay us, if this information turns out to be true, that kind of thing, maybe you can pay us, and that proof will kind of be enough for them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like we can kind of say, we can tell you when the next raid will be, and we can prove it based on, I don't know. It's just like, because we obviously know who's the sort of insider, if the alpha, assuming the alpha lives at White Sparrow, which seems like they do. So we we can say that we know there's an insider, but we want to be paid for the information. And we could, if they're like, oh yeah, we don't, or how do you know that, or whatever, we can say, well, I can tell. What we can tell you when the I don't know, because it's like I was saying about when the next.
Yeah, you do run a risk of them deciding that we're basically blackmailing them at that point.
Yeah, it's kind of. What I was thinking is that if we warn them, they could try do the normal thing, but just don't take any of the. If they're not sure, they could just like go and then like take nothing with them and sort of just if they then do get raided, they'll know that we were telling the truth. But I don't know if they'll go for that because then it obviously puts the guards at risk.
Well, I think for that you need to speak to like the head of the guards.
Is there like a trade guild or something?
Yeah, the head of the guards might be the one who's corrupt, right?
Was that, Pete?
Is there like a trade guild or something like that in White Sparrow? Merchants guild or something?
It's not big enough to have like a proper guild hall or anything. I think most of the merchants are not like based here. They travel through here. It's more of like a stopping place along the road because there's some farm produce here, but there's not that many lucrative goods that are produced actually here.
Okay.
Why? What was your idea though? Like maybe we can.
I just thought if there was that we'd be able to say to them like, don't let this shipment go out because we know that it's going to be raided. We follow someone.
Well, how about this then? At breakfast, you're in the inn where all of the merchants stay. You recognise, you can sort of tell that they're silk merchants. And you can put 2 and 2 together and figure out those are the guys. Right, so you could warn them personally if you wanted to. That's now an option.
Yeah, we could tell them not to let their shipment go out. Therefore, it's not going to get raided. We can also dob in the elf. Maybe.
The thing is, how do we get paid?
We've already arranged.
Goblins, you'll get paid by the sheriff.
If what? Sorry.
You're going to get paid by the sheriff if you sort out the goblin problem.
So yeah, maybe we need to go to the so we could tell the merchants and then go to the sheriff separately, or just afterwards. What do you think?
We don't need to let the merchant or the trade cart get raided now because we found where the goblins are. We might as well stop some people dying.
There was one goblin around that church, but we don't know where they are. We know they're gone from the cave that we were told they were in. We still need to actually find where the goblins are now.
If you don't think it's the church, then just let the cart go out and we'll follow it and see where the goblins come from and follow them. Just sacrifice the trade cart.
Now, if we tell the merchants not to send any valuables out on that cart,
guards will still end up dying, right?
But we trail it and we intervene if there's any ambush. Actually, let's talk to the merchants. Like, we're looking to protect your interests here. If we were to,
maybe we can say we can offer you some information, in exchange for, I don't know. It feels like we should try and get paid.
No, I'm just like if we were to protect the if we.
Okay, so you're talking to the merchants. So you sit down to the table with and good morning. What do you say to them?
Yeah, we have information that your wagons that are going out today will be ambushed.
I see. And how did you come by this information?
A friend of ours has found a leak, shall we say, who was spotted talking to a goblin in the early hours of the morning.
Somebody was talking to a goblin. What does that have to do with our shipment?
We believe it's the goblins who will be attacking it. They have been informed of your shipment going out today by one of the guards.
By the guards? You mean the Lion Roar company?
Yeah.
This is a very, very serious accusation. We have been trading with the Lion Roar company for a number of years now. Do you have any evidence of this?
Only our friends' observations. But what I would say is if we send the carts out but leave the valuables off but don't tell anyone, and if we trail the carts for you and defeat any ambush that comes down, then you'll have your evidence.
Time is money. This shipment needs to get where it's going.
Time is money, but
money is money.
Money is money. A shipment late can still be paid for. A shipment stolen is gone. There's no
And
money.
where are we to keep the shipment whilst this is going on with no?
Is there no?
How do I know you don't just want to steal my cart, horses?
Surely, if that was the case, we'd tell you to keep the goods in the carts. That would give us more money, wouldn't it?
Yes, but I wouldn't agree to that, would I? But if I was a fool, I might agree to your
But
current proposition.
we wouldn't be telling you to not send them in the first place if we were to try.
Okay, so I think maybe do a charisma check. Like we've established what it is you're trying to convince them of, and it's kind of like it's up to the skills of the orators to decide whether it works.
Oh god. Okay, here we go.
Just about.
Ooh.
12.
Good job,
The
Fancy.
merchants are extremely reluctant. Go along with your plan.
We didn't talk money yet. It's like, so what was sort of try and get it. So if we prove that there is a mole, that there might be a reward for us for it for protecting their goods. But I didn't know how to actually bring that up in the conversation.
Yeah, but they were very skeptical. Well, I think if you ask for money as well, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, we just need to secure like a down payment to secure the deal, but there's time pressure. It has to happen today, like now.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, sure. I just
I
need to
think we
talk
have
to the
to
sheriff.
prove. I think we have to prove the mole or the leak before we can ask them for any money, don't we?
Maybe we need to find out where this elf is and who he is. And
Okay,
who
but they've agreed that you can take the shipment out without anything in it with the guards.
Cool. Are we up for that? Do we want to do it?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. We can that way at least we'll have some proof that the shipment was going to be attacked. Then we can go back with and say this guy and this guy, the ones.
So what's next? Did you want to talk to the sheriff, or are you just going to go out with the shipment, or was there something else you wanted to do?
Do we go to the sheriff and
What do you want to achieve by going to the sheriff?
I guess we want to get paid, don't we? But it's kind of we've got that information about the insider, and it's sort of saying if we can sort of prove, like we've already mentioned it to the merchants, but if we can sort of say we can talk to the sheriff about it, and in the same way essentially, but kind of say if we can prove that we know who the insider is and we've got this information, then will you can then we'll let you know who they are.
I think that'll work better if we come back with some proof after an ambush of the.
Yeah, you don't really have any evidence right now. It's just you. It's just you saying, "Oh, I went out at night with no witnesses, and I saw all these respectable people in the community doing crimes. So give me lots of money." You know what I mean? And it's gonna be like, no.
Yeah.
I can't just go and like arrest a load of important people with no evidence just because some out of towners said that they saw them talking to a goblin. Like, this isn't like McCarthy era USA or something. Yeah. Okay. So that won't work. I'm just going to veto that.
Okay, so
I think we just follow the cart. Follow the cart.
Follow the cart. Follow the cart.
Go out with a cart and try and stop any ambush that happens.
It's like we're doing that.
Cart goes north along the road. I don't really know where this road goes. Oh yeah, it goes off to the. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, rip.
I noticed the indicator, the direction indicators on the image on White Sparrow, and I was doing my head in the fact that it was like east and west. You could still see up the top. So you kind of had to imagine that the whole thing is kind of.
I was saying about that. Maybe that was before you joined. It's like 180 degrees in like. And it's like, so I guess all the buildings would be really squashed, but then you can see around all sides of them. And I was like, what?
Yeah. In my brain.
It's like you can see all the sides.
Like you're doing the panoramic.
You can see two sides of the house, but like it must also be crushed to fit into such a small space. It's like I must look messed up. Anyway, right. They get going through the fields here, over here. And then, shockingly, there's a felled tree, and it blocks the wagon, and it can't go any further.
Oh no!
Nobody could have predicted something like that from happening. This map will hopefully de-blur itself at some point.
Do we have to add ourselves?
Are you going out with the wagon, or are you going out?
We're a little bit behind it because
that's what I thought. Yeah. So by the time you get there, the ambush has already been sprung, like, and you're running up. Like, it's not too late. It's not like everyone's been killed, but it's like it's going to take you a little bit of time to keep up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to like just
Because
sort of throw you all on over here.
us turning up on the wagon might have been suspicious.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I just wanted to check. That's because you had spoke to the merchants, so it's like possible. But then, do I put on some people who aren't here? I don't know. I went to a daydream and just started dragging people off. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right, there's this whole massive mob of people following this wagon.
so
It's a 5e adventure for like approximately 4 adventurers, by the way. So
okay.
feel good about yourselves now. Right, and there's a tree blocking the way. This wagon. This looks like some fancy like wagon with seats in. It doesn't really look like that. It's like a cargo thing, right? I just
Okay.
not paying for premium assets. So this is what I found. It sort of vaguely looks horse and wagon shaped. It's good enough, right? And there's 4 guards who've like got off of the thing and they're spreading out, and the driver's like hiding behind the wagon, and arrows firing over from the south, where there's a number of goblins hiding in the bushes here, shooting arrows at the wagon.
So the wagon people knew we were following, yeah?
I don't know, did they?
Did they not
They
notice?
didn't know at the outset, but they may have noticed as they're on their way, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we didn't want to increase suspicion amongst the guards and tip them off, did we?
No. So do you think we should spread out and like not take them on head on? Just, you could tell the people that are on the wagon just to hide. Are they armed? Have they pulled weapons out?
I mean, they're guards, aren't they? So
But the guards
Okay.
are pulling out their weapons.
What are they pulling out?
So they pulled out like melee weapons, and one of the
Okay.
guards is like, "Let's go with me," and they like let out a cry like "lion roar" or whatever, and then they begin to charge forwards.
So I think Asima's going to whisper mine to the closest one, like, we're here to help as well. Well, there's no range on that. That's good.
I think there probably is a range, just because it's not written down.
It says line of sight specifically.
Yeah, well, there you go then. Curvature of the earth. I guess if you went up a tall building, it could go further.
Yeah.
So I think that they're aware
So
you're back
just
there
a
anyway. So
Yeah. Well, Angry's just going to run forward.
they run forwards. There's a bit of difficulty with this tree. So they're climbing over the tree and going kind of this way.
now I'm concerned about
Arrows
People coming.
shooting down everywhere.
I'm concerned about this side.
Yeah, I was thinking we should fan out.
I think we should
I bet you
look,
confused me there for a second.
I think we should look to try and assist with the goblins, but I think we should also consider that there are goblins coming from the west.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I would
This is
be.
kind of a slope here as well, so we could probably make use of that.
The slopes are confusing me. It's a perspective problem.
I think it makes sense.
You're
to me
lower
'cause it's-
down than the slope.
Yeah, because this is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
plateau up here, isn't it? And then it's got like the slopey bit down here, and then like this is lower.
I
see
interpreted
that-
it the other way around.
Yeah, I can see that the green is higher than the brown everywhere except here. So it looks like it's the other way around.
So it makes sense that the green bit is higher up, isn't it? And then the brown bit's like
Turn my eyes anyway.
Yeah. So I'm concerned that ironically the goblins where they are isn't really a very good place to attack from, given all the options. It's what makes me wonder. This is what I mean. I expect there'd be someone up here
this
on the west.
this ridge here, and this ridge
They could have
here.
been over. They could have been over here and over here, up the top. Yeah, would have been much
Anyway,
better.
so
than,
the guards run forwards. What do you do?
Well, Angry's going to run forwards. Fancy, I think, is going to move up round, sort of start kind of around the flank. Yeah.
I think Asima is going to get himself to the wagon.
I think Varison's gonna come over this side so he can see if he can shoot up to here if anyone comes along.
Yeah. So
Where's Neil?
Angry's going to end up in this bush here.
Is there any ways up onto this west bank, like slope rather than a?
You have to just scrabble up it.
Oh,
Climb
okay.
at half speed.
It's like quarter speed, but it's only a square or two. So
Yeah. Fancy's going to come up here. Angry's going to be in this bush.
I think Link is going to over this way. I think.
Is this cart got one horse on it, is it?
yeah, let's say yeah. Is that important?
Yeah, it is. It's still alive.
I'm going to be moving Neil and Goring to those 2 squares.
Presumably they
okay,
try
so-
not to kill the horse.
So basically, everyone's going to advance, and Angry's going to run. Fancy's going to go sideways.
Yeah, he's gonna end up.
Anyone going to do anything else?
Is anyone gonna fire anything or?
No, not yet.
Are we able to see the goblins from where we are?
Just about.
So could Varison take a shot while he was moving across the walkway here?
Yeah, with disadvantage, it's a difficult shot from here because they're in cover. They're not really that far elevated either. There.
He's going to have a pop at this one over here, I think, while he's on his way. Are we going to go? What are we doing? We doing everything now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, Varison's going to move over here, and he's going to have his shot on the way.
Is Fancy not going up the hill? Is he going along the bottom? Isn't he?
He was going up the hill and coming. You could get to there from where he was.
What's this cart driver doing?
He's hiding underneath the cart.
Fancy's like, goblin up here.
You want to take a shot then? Did you do it? You already did it. So it misses. So the goblins are fleeing. So the goblins fire flaming arrows towards the horse and then flee. As Link kind of angry get closer, you can smell oil in the air and you realise there's a patch of oil around the horse's stood and it bursts into flames.
It.
If I can find a picture of some flames, you think that'd be easy? It all looks so terrible. Okay, there's a place that goes up. The horse is like partially on fire and is like kicking off. The cart's moving. Goblins are running.
Any way to put it out? Has anyone got any spells? I think if we can try and save their horse or whatever, that would be helpful. It'd help our cause.
Cart is turning because the horse is like, whoa there.
Yeah, you kind of understandable, really, isn't it? You're on fire.
These guys are moving forwards. The guards continue chasing the goblins. The goblin attacks Fancy and misses.
So,
Goblins begin running out of the woods.
are they running away?
Okay, your turn.
Must
Well,
have been
next
the
round even.
power of yeast has compelled them to run.
The power of yeast compels you.
Yeah. To,
I've got a feeling this is like a two-phase plan. The goblins start the ambush, set the fire, and I reckon the hobgoblins will come from somewhere soon. Well, Fancy's
Basically,
not-
everyone's running away from you. Do you pursue them?
that's what I mean. That's what I think.
I think we need to stay here, and try and get the guards and the horse and cart back, because we know that we don't need to get. We know there isn't anything in them.
If there wasn't a plan for them to get that cart, they wouldn't just set it on fire and run away. I think there's more.
The cart's not on fire.
Yeah.
What is on fire then?
Well, the horse is like spinning around, dodging the flames.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to portray it exactly. It's like Link gets run over by a cart, that sort of thing.
But I'm basically expecting a second wave of hobgoblins. Fancy is going to pull back.
So is everyone waiting for more hobgoblins, for more goblins?
I think Link's trying to coordinate with Asima. He pops up and he tries to help out with the horse and the cart, tries to see if he can get the horse under control.
Okay, right.
Then these ones flee. Angry's going to hold his position.
Yeah. So everyone runs off the map then.
And he's going to call to the guards and say, I think you should hold position. Don't chase them off.
Okay. So you
Do we
shout
want to
that.
shift? Do we want to shift around at all in terms of where people are, just in case in terms of where we think we could get ambushed?
Like I say, Fancy's falling back there.
I'm worried that Fancy's quite isolated. But what I mean is that there could I know be someone hobgoblins in here, over here.
Well,
I'm
then,
just kind of thinking Fancy's by himself. It could do with reinforcements.
Angry ran through this bush, so if they're
So
hobgoblins.
the
If the
goblins
slope's got
the
tree.
goblins run. The guards run after them. You hear the sounds of the chase get quieter and quieter and die away. All that's left is the burning of this burning chopped tree here, smouldering a little, and you wait and nothing happens.
Isn't going to look good, is it?
I think we seriously need to recruit those guards because whenever we try and charge someone, it never works. Not allowed down to a fine art. We need them on our team.
I think it looks dodgy if we just turn up and go back without the guards as well, right? So
Yeah, we need to follow them.
Need to find the guards.
Shame we didn't get to kill a goblin. That would have been good proof.
I mean, we need to at least keep someone with the cart, don't we? Oh, we've still got the driver.
I was like, "Oh, you saved me! Thank you, brave adventurers."
maybe that changes things. I don't know.
Maybe get the driver and the cart and the horse to sort of come over into a nice, safe little nook over here or something off of the road.
Yeah, I think Link's trying to help get the horse and cart under control.
The combat's over on this map, so you don't have to worry or freak out about people ambushing you at any moment. So
Right.
what's next, though?
I think
Big
in this-
picture.
case,
Like, let's just go to this map. Like, that's over.
yeah. So we want to find the guards, don't we? If it
Have we got ourselves a horse here?
yeah, but we've
You've
got the
a
driver.
horse, an empty car, and a driver.
We've got the driver still as a witness, haven't we? So if a couple of us go back with the cart to White Sparrow with the driver as proof that it was attacked, we can start talking about getting paid for.
Do you not think we should try and follow the guards, given that there were, how many of us?
No, that's what I mean. So a couple of us.
You get offered money to deal with the goblin problem. You watch an ambush happen, return, and then expect to get paid.
No, the negotiate because we'll deal with the goblin. We're planning on dealing with the goblins, but we'd be able to tell you who the leaks are.
Still think we need to try and help.
You're going to be like, hello, Mr. Police Officer. I know about a crime, but I'm not going to report it unless you give me a load of money. And they're going to be like, well, you have to report it. That's the law. Like, you're a criminal for not reporting a crime. Like, so do you want to rethink that?
I thought we were going to go back and give proof to the merchants.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Right.
Because we come back with the
proof of what? So the proof is that goblins.
We were correct. That there was an ambush. So we know who it was who was the peak, who the mole. Yeah. So.
Like, I gotta be honest here. I feel like this adventure has been massively derailed by constantly trying to negotiate money out of every single person.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Like, I feel like about half of the time we've spent tonight has been about that.
Yeah, it's a good move. It's a sensible move. Right? What's the problem here?
I'm gonna be back in a second.
I'm not even trying to negotiate money, though. I just think it's a good idea to do that. And then we go back and tackle the goblins, which we have already negotiated money for.